Hello, I'm here in an empty auditorium, which seems very strange because for the last 20 plus years we've done some version of Scrooge here. And like everything else in the pandemic, something else that went by the wayside. What surprised me was not the number of people that wanted to be in the show and were disappointed. A lot of times this is the first thing that some of the high school kids do on stage in musical form is our Scrooge. But the number of people that called and said this is how they started their holiday. And we actually had some people that were really not happy with us, thinking that there should have been some way that we could have done this. And we tried. We're going to trim down the cast to just using kids from the high school to and all the way into October we thought we could probably do something. Even beginning of November we talked about pushing back till December, but that's when the numbers started to go crazy and it just didn't seem prudent or the right thing to do. We want to keep everyone safe. But what we decided to do is do this, a little look back, and I'm sitting in front of the main set, the Scrooge town, which actually wasn't built for Scrooge. It was built for Music Man years ago.
We've used it for the background for our Christmas concerts. Almost every year the band uses it. We've even had some dance studios use it as a background.
Apart, it comes in 3 different sections, and we've taken it apart and used pieces of it, like in a cotton patch. We use it to make a part of a town, and the order of the stores is different. The one in the middle used to be on the end, and one of the ends was in the middle, and there wasn't always a church there. That was made when it was, I believe that was the library for Music Man, but my dad always wanted a church, so he made that into a church. And it was painted by him and a gentleman named Ed Robleski, sorry. And he's passed away also. And between the two of them, they have made this, they put this up together. So it will always be part of our Scrooge.
Since we're talking about sets, I'm going to take you to a set of the Cratchit House, which is not being used this year, but it does have a very important use after the show is over. Inside the Cratchit House stores all of the materials to put Scrooge on again, all the extra props, all the some set pieces, even all the molding that goes around Scrooge's house and around the buildings, and cotton that goes in the windows. It's all in here, and even the platform that goes under the buildings we were just looking at. That's all here. That's all in this little tiny place. So when we open it up when it's time for sets, it just kind of throws up Scrooge.
We try to keep the same cast as best we can because we usually have just 3 to 4 weeks to put this on, so it's always nice to have the same cast. But we do have people that change around, double up. Our Mr. Cratchit, who has played Mr. Cratchit almost every year, I think 2 years ago, he had to be someplace, so he got filled in by Nolan Hall, and he was excellent. He also played our Marley. Gary St. Martin has played Marley and has played Bob Cratchit, usually in the same show. And one year he played Cratchit, Marley, and Mr. Fezziwig in the same show. I'm not sure why that happened. I don't know if we were shorthanded or what. But he's also, a couple years, he played Tom Jenkins. Rob Earnshaw has been our nephew a long time, but he has had, the nephew has had at least 5 or 6 wives within the last few years. I think the longest has been 4. So they all rotate in and out. Of course, Tiny Tims change every 4 years or so because they get too big. And we'll have a new Tiny Tim next year. I think we already have that Tiny Tim picked out. Also, there's our Isabel. She changes more often than you'd think too. At least every 2-3 years, there's been a different one. We've been very lucky to have really good Isabels. And then, of course, a lot of the two gentlemen, they all change. So the cast does change up. There's Scrooge and Mrs. Fezziwig and Mr. Fezziwig now stay about the same every year, and Bob Cratchit stays the same, and his family changes, so a little bit every year, but that's how the casting goes.
Life's a pleasure that I deny not.
I'm thinking. Come on, Scrooge. We have some places to visit. You know what? I think you are in for a few surprises.
France, where there is music and laughter, happiness is right.
Why?
Why? Because I like life.
Yes, I said.
I like life. Life likes me.
I like music and I'm in a trance.
Tra-la-la.
Papa, chances are we shall get up and prance. And when there's music
Happiness is rife.
Why?
Why? Because I like life.
Yes.
See how much we like life.
So the cast makes all kinds of changes that we don't. When people come and say, "Oh, it's Scrooge," and it's not always the same cast, and even if it's the same cast, they may be moved around. If you've seen it in the last 20 years, you've seen the same Scrooge and the same Mrs. Cratchit, but the Marleys have changed.
If there's a day in history that's more than any myth, beyond a doubt, one day stands out.
December the 25th.
Correct.
I don't hear any argument, so may I say forthwith, I wish that every day could be December the 25th.
December the 25th, it is December the 25th, the dearest day in all the years. December the 25th, it is. December the 25th, it is. December the 25th, it is. December the 25th.
Some of our cast members have gone from playing Tiny Tim, like Lucas, to playing young Scrooge, to playing Tom Jenkins.
That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. It isn't every day good fortune comes me way. I never thought the future would be fun for me. And if I had a bugle, I would blow it to add a sort of hours your father.
We talked earlier about people calling that wanted to be in the show, and we have people that return every year. I talked about the cast earlier, how many of them come in and play different roles or play the same role, but they're always coming back. And even our chorus people, it's one of our biggest shows participation-wise, and it's one of the reasons it would have been really hard to do during, a pandemic. But the high school kids that are in it, they use it as a lot of them, it's the first thing they ever do is Scrooge. I know my two boys started as urchins in the chorus, and they've grown up and come back every year till they went to college. And even the one that went to college came back and did the show. But they played everything from young Scrooge to Tom Jenkins to Tiny Tim. But so many of these kids come back because it's the experience and the friends they make. There's so many friendships made, and we have people come from all over to be in this. Not as much as we used to, but there's still people from all over the area. and they make friends that they never knew that they could make, from all different schools, from all different backgrounds. Probably what a Christmas show should be, full of family and full of friends. And a lot of them, they still can keep in contact, and of course with social media now, that's pretty easy to do. So yeah, that's a big part of doing Scrooge, is the friendship, the family-like atmosphere, and it gives a lot of families something to do together. We have a lot of people that make this a yearly trip. We had a lot of calls of people very disappointed this year because this is how they kick off their holiday season. They do the Black Friday shopping, and they make time on the weekend to see Scrooge. One of the things they always comment on in recent years is how the lobby and the concession stand and everything draws you into the show. It's not just a lobby of a theater and you walk in and you're in the show. The theater's lobby is completely decorated for Scrooge. The concession stand is made to look like an 1860s town, and all the food is themed, and it's not just popcorn and hot dogs. As a matter of fact, that's not even in there. There's always there's dinners, small dinners that are themed for Scrooge. There's a gigantic Christmas tree in the lobby, and on that tree are pictures, framed pictures are the ornaments past Scrooges. Speaking of family, this show has so many family members in it. Twice, well, actually three times, the Bob Cratchit or Mrs. Cratchit have had their own children playing the role of Tiny Tim. And back in 2002, I believe that our Bob Cratchit, his whole family was in the Cratchit family.